Here's MCF cage announcer Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the MCF flyweight division, brought to you tonight by Lavenders. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Muay Thai style fighter stands 5'5", weighing in 124.4 pounds. Tonight, he's making his amateur debut. Representing DCO MMA and fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Eben Rackett. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'8", weighing in 124.6 pounds. Also making his amateur debut here tonight, training independently and fighting out of Paxton, Nebraska, Robert Potts. Your referee, Joe Doherty.
All right, there you have it. The official fighter introductions underway. Oh, man, an MMA legend from North Platte, Joe Doherty, the man in charge of this bout. Our second bout of the evening from the DNN Event Center. Here we go, both fighters ready, and the cage door, there we go. He had to get to his corner. I wasn't sure what was going on. Here we go. They touch gloves in the middle. Potts in the camo green trunks, and Eben Rackett in the black trunks. Potts delivering some shots to the head, be it strike, and then a nice kick to the body.
No, I did mention Potts is training independently, but you know what? He's starting to dabble at Vicious Cycle Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right here in North Platte. They've kind of prepared him. You know, he's not really. They're not ready to basically fully endorse him because he's not in the gym as often as you'd want one of your fighters to be. But his seeds are being planted right here.
I mentioned it. Braden Lunchbox Erdman, Jason Scott, two fighters from Vicious Cycle in the corner of Potts, and Potts goes for a takedown, gets it, but reversed right away and going for full mount is Eben Rackett, but a nice reversal from Potts, who's now on the back of Rackett, has a rear naked choke sunk in. If you can get that other arm up there, that's, I can't tell if his chin is underneath that arm. It doesn't look like it's tight yet. Again, Potts on the back, trying to sink in a rear naked choke, now delivering some strikes. I think he's fought off that rear naked choke, Mike Kendall.
Yeah, but great technique. He's got the figure 4 body lock, with his legs. That's great. That's great. That's great type of technique that you'd see from an amateur debut fighter.
Thinking about a Kimura there for a little bit in his MMA debut as he gets instructions from the Vicious Cycle boys, Braden Erdman and Jason Scott right beside us now. Again, still on the back and has that body lock on him.
Talking to Potts yesterday, I asked him, why MMA, man? Why? What's motivating you? He said, he's been in the military. He got out of the Army, and he got his kids into wrestling, and just kind of felt a hunger for it, man. He wanted to. It's like a bucket list thing for him. He wanted to mark it off, see how he's doing. Obviously, in control of this fight, doing really well.
Wow, yeah. So far, Robert Potts back again, trying to sink in a rear naked choke, being fought off so far by Eben Rackett. Round number 1, an amateur bout, our second bout of the evening. Potts tapping, Rackett tapping as that hand sunk up under the chin finally. I think for the most part, his chin was tucked enough that he wasn't able to sink it in tight, but Robert Potts did not give up and eventually got it sunk in, Mike Kendall.
Great, great. You can't expect it to be any better coming out your amateur debut. As aggressive as he was, technical as he was, executing very well. You kind of want to get more time, but there's always the next fight. So
exactly
good things coming from Robert Potts, I see in the future.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time. As Mike Kendall, go ahead and make your way to the cage to announce our official decision. We talk about it all the time. A debut doesn't necessarily mean that they haven't had training. There's times when people train for a long time before either they feel they're ready or their coaches feel that they're ready to actually get in the cage and show their stuff in an actual competitive mixed martial arts match. But Potts, a great debut. As you heard Mike Kendall say, a military veteran sporting the camo trunks, and a relentless attempt at a rear naked choke on the back for most of the fight. Had that body lock on him, and here we go. Joe Doherty has both fighters in the center. Here's Mike Kendall with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Joe Doherty, calls a stop in this fight. 2 minutes, 6 seconds of the very first round, declaring a winner by rear naked choke, Robert Potts.
There you go, officially 256, round number 1. And Robert Potts improves to 1-0 as an amateur mixed martial artist.